Hey YouTube, Facebook, it's Shalene. I'm coming at you to do a 40-week gastric bypass post-op update. So I wrote down a few notes and questions that you guys had that you wanted me to talk to you guys about in my video. And so let's get straight to it. I, again, am 40 weeks post-op gastric bypass. I had my surgery December of 2011. My starting weight was 247 and I am currently at 160. Yeah, I was at 158 and I went back up. So let's recap my weight a little bit here. Bear with me with my phone. Okay, so going in on 12/23, I was at 247 pounds. And within 3 months, I had gotten down to 198. So that's like a 49-pound weight loss, and that was within 3 months. That's from January 23rd until March the 12th. So on March 12th, I weighed in and I was 198. And then April, I went down from March to April. I went down from 198 to 179. So I was still doing good at that point, losing weight. I kind of lost track and didn't really track my weight a whole lot. But so on 9/4, I weighed in at 160. And then 9/27, I weighed in at 157. Today is October 4th. And I went back up to 160. So overall, that's been 90-pound weight loss, give or take a few pounds that I keep grabbing back and taking back and then giving back. So overall, it's been about 90-pound weight loss. I had a couple of questions from some of my viewers and supporters. One question was, what did I see in the mirror at 247 versus what I see now? Well, look. Now back then, honestly, when I looked in the mirror, I don't think for a long time I seen the fat girl. Like, it took a really long time for me to realize that I had gained so much weight. I think honestly, what I really feel that I did is that I rarely even looked in the mirror. So I couldn't stand looking in the mirror at myself, and whenever I'd walk by something that had my reflection, I would make sure that I turned my head because I didn't want to see it. So deep down inside, I knew I had gained the weight, but I didn't realize it until I started looking at my pictures, because I was refusing to take pictures. I was refusing to look in the mirror, look at my reflection, everything. And so I couldn't even face the fact that I had the issue, that I was overweight and that I needed help. So anyways, that was what I had went through before. But I remember, when we did our family photos, as you can see in my last video, we did family photos in 2010, and when we did those pictures, I was so disturbed by the way my face looked alone. I looked at my face and I just felt like there was so much fat on my face, and I even made a comment that I thought that I looked like Miss Piggy. My husband laughed about it, but really, in reality, that's what I felt, is like I looked like Miss Piggy. So anyways, that was the eye-opener for me when I realized, dang, I have let myself go too far. And, but what I see now, I look in the mirror, and here's the problem. Now I still look in the mirror, and a lot of times I see the fat girl. And I know that they say that it takes time for your mind to catch up with the fact that you've lost all this weight and so forth. trust me, when I look at my pictures and I see my pictures, I see my results and I'm very proud of them. But when I look in the mirror, I still see all the rolls underneath. I still see all my stomach, and I think the biggest part that bothers me is my stomach, because it's not to the point that I want it to be. So, you know, granted, I'm proud of my results, but I also know that I still have a far way to go, and I have much more to do to get to the point of where I'm going to be comfortable. I'll always do a weekly weigh-in for the rest of my life. That is something that I highly recommend to everyone. Don't become obsessed with the scale, because I've done that, and I think we all have. But definitely weigh yourself weekly. Because I weigh myself weekly now, I know that I gained 3 pounds from last week. So guess what? That means I need to step it up a notch. I need to work harder at what I'm doing, so that way I do not end up at 200 pounds again, or up more than where I'm at. I never want to be more than where I'm at. And, you know, I've been going through things where I just want to like munch lately. So, I have been drinking coffee. I'm guilty. I am drinking coffee so that way I can sub it instead of doing food, because I just want a snack, and I have this head hunger thing going on. So I'm trying to be creative with it. I took some other people's advice. I got almonds in my desk now, and we have peanut butter at the job. So, you know, stuff like that. Anyhow, so that's one question. Let me go to the next one. You know, it's a point that I wanted to bring up about discrimination. You know, like through the EEOC and through like discrimination laws, so forth, there's not much on there about the way you look. But I have like really observed a lot. Now that I'm no longer as big as I used to be, I notice and I see how people look at heavy people. And it just disgusts me at how hurtful and how rude people can be to other people that are overweight. I mean, half of America is overweight. I mean, we all know the menus out there, the convenience of the fast food restaurants, everything like that, makes it too easy to go to McDonald's or Burger King or whatever. But the way people treat each other is so bad. And I just really wish there was a way that we can get into it where we could do something where the laws are covering people that are being discriminated on because of their weight, because we already do it because of ethnicity, color, discrimination for disability, you know, those type of things. But there's nothing in regards to weight that I know of. I could be wrong, but whenever I've searched, you know, I haven't found nothing. And I remember like those times that when I would be heavy and I'd go look for a job, and I mean, I had the scales, the qualifications, everything, but I wouldn't score it. And I noticed this last time around when I went to look for jobs, I mean, the doors were flooding opening for me. And I've talked to you guys about that. If you're connected with me on Facebook, you know that I had like 6 job offers all on the line. I was able to choose, you know, and very, very good jobs, higher pay than I expected, flexibility, a lot of perks, you know, and I'm just like, you know, could it have been because of my weight? You know, and it just bothers me because I've been witnessing lately a lot of people being discriminated on because of their weight, or people being judgmental, and I'm just sick of it. It just makes me sick because unless you live in those shoes or those people's shoes, you have no idea or don't understand what they're going through that even got them there in the first place, and that we people need to be supportive of other people to help them to get the help that they need so that they don't continue to turn to food to resolve all their problems and situations. So that's a couple things. Wanted to also give a shout out. This Sunday, October 7th, is going to be the Susan G. Komen Walk here in Colorado. And I want to give a shout out to one of my good friends, Jeannie. I just wanted to, let her know that I love her and I support her. And Sunday, my family is going to be doing the walk for her. And I believe that, what she's going through, that God is going to pull her through this. And she means a lot to me. So, anyhow, Sunday we're going to be doing the Susan G. Komen Walk. And, we donated money for that. And anyhow, if you're not involved in any of your local supportive walks, I suggest it. It's not only healthy and good for you, to get out and, support these different programs that are trying to raise funds for cures and different things, but get involved. There's several different walks that they do. I've made commitment to do the MS walks, and I do 2 of the breast cancer walks every year now. And so anyhow, I'm recommending you guys all to go on your websites and look for what's in your area. So anyways, but I think that I'm getting close to time. I haven't did a full body shot for you guys in a long time, so I'm gonna try to do one real quick. Set my phone up. I'm trying to be in the bathroom because my kids are outside talking really loud. But let me try to do it. So I hope you guys could see. Let me see. This is a side view of me. These are size 14s, and they're pretty big. My stomach is here,